Hello, how do I confirm a stock is trending upward before buying? Well, let's take an example of LII to analyze today. So when we are looking at LII, for instance, well, I like to buy it. It's not that it's going to be trending upward before I buy it, but I would like to know if this stock is a growth stock, if it is an upward trending stock as a whole. So I will go to maximum monthly chart to see multiple years, because we have the date on the x-axis from the past to the present and the price on the y-axis from 0 up. Those dotted lines are years. They condense and you have multiple years in front of you. So I like to see the overall trend of the stock and see if I'm having a higher lows from the present to the past, if the present lows are higher than the past one. So that allows me to trade upward support lines. So, and then I can say, okay, these stocks over the years, when it comes back down at a higher level than the previous time that it came back down, because it's a chart swinging around, reaching a peak and coming back to the valley. The valley is getting taller and taller each time. This one, for instance, is higher than that one if you are looking at the corresponding price for them, and this currently is higher than this one. So now that I see that there is growth at the bottom, I will see if there is growth at the top. If the peak of the mountain is getting taller and taller each time moving forward. So now that I see growth on both sides, I will trace different support lines from the past toward the price, and then I will choose which one is a long support line enough that there is a chance the price will fall back down to that line. And we have this one, for instance, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 years long, and we have this one that is been longer. So I select them because I don't know if it's going to rely on this one that is 4 years long or this one, and either one will work for me. I will decide where I would like to buy the stock. So I'm not going to buy it when it's up trending. Last year I tried that. When it comes back down to the valley and start going up and I'm seeing few higher lows, I will buy it. But sometimes, not sometimes, but a lot of times they will fall back down again below what I pay for it before it will start going up. So I decided that this year, 2026, when it comes down to or close to the support line, I'm willing to buy the because when I'm selecting those to buy at this support line, that means I'm willing to pay the price corresponding to the price along this line. Excuse me. When it comes down to any of those lines that I'm willing to buy at, I'll just buy some shares. And if it might go a little bit lower, it might go to the second one, I might decide to buy some more, and it might linger around those areas for a while before start going up. Those large cap stocks, they don't move too quickly, so they take their time, and their journey can be long. This one is almost 2 years. It originated here in 2022, and all the way to the peak is here. So that's 2 years at least journey to the peak, and now it's going down. So I don't know if it's going to the valley or if it's going to turn around and go back up the way they did it here or not. History is showing that we purchased it there and sold it there, but this time we are waiting for it to buy at either one of those lines. So when it pull back to the valley line, I will buy some share, or I might buy some share. So that is how I do my analysis. I like to buy uptrending stocks, but buy them when they pull back to their valleys. Buy there before it start going up. Now wait until it start going up before I buy it. Sometimes I may not see it at the valley, and might see it when it start going up, and I might get in the trade if it's now has now reached all-time highest price after it left that valley line. So, but I like to just see buying it around the valley, how that is working for me. And that means I will expect to stay negative in the trade for a while it's lingering around that area, going up and down, when sometimes I might be positive and sometimes I might be negative for some months before it will have the momentum and decided to start going up again. But personally, that is the strategy I like to use this year to see how that works for me compared to last year when I waited for that to leave the valley line and make few higher lows before I get in the trade. I end up paying a little bit of a higher price, and then it will pull back down again and wander around before leaving. So therefore I decided to just buy around the line that I'm comfortable buying it at, and knowing that I will be negative for a while, and go from there. So thank you so much for watching our video. And then when it comes to this, I'm not going to buy it yet. So thank you so much for your time. We thank you very much for watching our videos. Thank you for all your time. Thank you for subscribing to our channel. I'm Afiavi Liberman, Keros of Liberman Consulting, L.L.C, YouTube content, and we do have our earning also our blog as well. Thank you. On our channel, we like to share different ways you can save money and different ways you can make money to reach your financial independence, where you do not depend on an employer to provide for your basic need. And swing trading could be another stream of income that you can work toward creating. As a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, and this video is for educational and entertainment purpose only. I swing trade in my husband and I personal account, and I like to share my knowledge and skills here on our business YouTube channel, to share different things we are doing toward our financial independence, if few tips can help you in your journey as well. So thank you so much for your time. For more videos in this series, will you please check the playlist in the description of this video, how to start swing trading step by step using long option line. Thank you. Do you swing trade? Do you mind sharing your strategy with us? Thank you for your time. Happy swing trading.